Are you guys sick of boring driver head covers? So are the founders of JE Swingers.
Before the big reveal, make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell. We create weekly golf content. Hey everybody, I'm Brady and this is Tyson with Golf Ascending, and today we have an awesome product to show you.
Do you guys like Star Wars? Do you guys like the Marvel Universe? Have you ever wanted to rep one of those characters on your bag? Well, like us, you probably do. So, as of late, I have been looking all over for a new driver head cover. I've been wanting my bag to look awesome, and so I've searched high and low, Google searched, looked on social media, and just overall just was not impressed with the products. And I finally came across this brand called JE Swingers, and they had these products that just blew me away. And so I bought a couple to share with you guys today, and I'm excited to show them off. All right, so let's get right into it. I'm going to start off by opening the black box.
All right, check it
Let's
out.
see what's inside. Here we go. Boom!
Look at that.
This is one of the most beautiful head covers I've seen.
Same.
So this is Iron Man, if you can't tell, in the red and gold. And we're just going to show you guys some more footage of the detail on this thing. But as you can tell, I mean, it looks exactly like Iron Man. The colors are perfect. You know, the shape and the detail are just spot on. And like I said, I was blown away. This was the first one that I opened up, and I could not believe it. I took pictures. I sent it to Brady, and
Yep.
he was like, "Oh my gosh, that looks good." And so this truly looked, exactly like it did on the website. I kind of bought these. Honestly, I wanted the test to see if they looked like they did on the pictures, because I couldn't believe it. And again, blown away. My expectations, were met exceedingly.
All right, there's the Iron Man head cover for you. So let's check out what's in the white box. Like we mentioned, it is Marvel and Star Wars. So let's take a look at it. Woo-wee! Check that out. This is the Boba Fett head cover here from Star Wars. That is just beautiful. Just look at the details on that. The print on the top of the head and around the helmet. You even got these little dings in there to kind of make it look a little more authentic, like he's been in war. Even this cool little antenna here at the top, which, interestingly enough, you can also detach it, which is an awesome feature because Tyson's first thought was, I don't know if I want to game this and put it in my bag because I'm afraid it might break, but if you do want, that's a cool feature. You can remove the antenna there, but man, just look at that. And then one of the other cool features about this, as far as putting it on and taking it off your driver head, is in the back here you have this little adjustment tool to make it looser or tighten when it's on your driver or when you're taking it off, which is kind of nice because, as you can imagine, having a harder head cover, it might be a little more difficult to put on. So that's supposed to make it a little bit easier and simple. But really, just look at that, the work. These are handmade, hand painted too, right? And stitched. It is quite beautiful handiwork, and both Tyson and I are really impressed by this work.
Yeah, so actually, the description of these on the website, like Brady said, they are handmade, hand-painted, handmade, painted to near perfection with reinforced stitching on all the seams, with a protective padding, which will protect the club and will fit drivers and woods up to 460 cc. So you could potentially put a 3-wood in there and then just tighten it up.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I decided to go with this color scheme of the Boba Fett is I am a big fan of the new series on Disney Plus, The Mandalorian.
Yep.
And this one reminded me the most of that. I understand that this is Boba Fett, but I had the option of choosing the traditional green Boba Fett helmet or this one, and once I laid eyes on this one, I was like, I need to get this one. This one is pretty sweet. And so as you guys can see,
good choice
in our in these images and in this video, this cover is beautiful.
All right, you got a good look at both of these head covers, and they are beautiful. Let us know in the comments your opinion. Which one is your favorite, Boba Fett or Iron Man?
All right, so now that you guys have seen these two awesome head covers, I do want to let you know that on the J.E. Swingers website, there are more options. Some of those options include Darth Vader, a Stormtrooper, both in white and black.
And they look awesome.
You have the traditional Boba Fett, and many other ones.
They even have a Darth Vader that has red eyes, right?
Yeah, so
Super
really cool. I encourage you guys to go check them out. But yeah, they have other products as well besides these awesome head covers.
Yeah.
And like I said, we encourage you guys to go check them out. All right, so to wrap things up, I fell in love with this product actually by reading, the story of how these guys, came to be. And I'm actually just going to read it because it's pretty awesome. They say, in the spring of 2012, two rather average golfers named Jack and Eric went shopping to try to look for some cool head covers to add to their bags. The main reason was to try to draw people's attention away from their rocket high handicap. So they were just looking for something flashy to distract everybody else from their actual game, which I'm sure their game is good. But I love this product, honestly. Right when I pulled it out of the box, I was in awe. I was blown away. It looked exactly like Iron Man, looked exactly like Boba Fett. The details were phenomenal.
Yeah. And overall, that would be my review as well, that these are just really good quality products. The fact that they're also handmade and painted and stitched and everything, it's a beautiful product. As far as looks and quality, I'd give that a 10 out of 10. But also, they do the job. They're head covers, right? They protect it. And they're durable. And we sadly experienced how durable it is while Tyson had it on his bag today when we went golfing. As you can see in our B-roll here, got a good shot of it on the cart. And to make sure it looked even better, we took off the strap on the golf cart from the bag. And after we took this beautiful B-roll, Tyson drove away, and sadly his bag fell off while driving pretty quickly. And it fell. So you can see that there are a couple little scuff marks on it, but they're tiny. They're barely noticeable. And this was about as bad as a fall as you could get, in all honesty. And one, it doesn't look that bad. It endured pretty well. And two, it protected his driver, which is what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, I drove pretty fast. The bag fell directly on the concrete. And when we say it doesn't look that bad, it's hardly even noticeable. Like you were saying, there's just a couple of dings, but the good news was it protected my driver, and that's what a head cover is for. So exactly. We get the benefit with these ones of them looking good with the protection.
Yeah. And on top of that, something we noticed is a little different is they are made out of a slightly different material. The Boba Fett is like pretty rock solid, basically like a real bike helmet. And the Iron Man is kind of soft, kind of like a thick plastic ball kind of. Right. But both very durable. Both will definitely do the job in protecting it. And again, just overall look. Like I'm personally looking for my own head covers right now, and it is hard to find some really legit good ones. These are awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so for price point on these, I'm sure you're probably wondering what the price is.
$1 million.
Yeah, so there's kind of a big gap. So from what I have seen on the website, it ranges from about $50 to $90. This doesn't include shipping, but the $50 one would be this Iron Man one, and it might have something to do with the material. It is a little bit softer. And I don't know this for sure, but I'm just guessing that the ones that are more expensive might have that harder shell to it. But I mean, both great products, and honestly, a $50 head cover these days that looks this good, it's hard to find.
Yep.
And you would have a one-of-a-kind head cover if you had one of these. You definitely, your bag would be a what is it, an eye turner? Head turner? Head turner.
Eye turner, my eye.
Head turner. But yeah.
Yeah. And how did it feel when you were taking it on and off? Because you played the Iron Man. Does it feel pretty good? Was it easy? Was it difficult?
Yeah, so, putting it on, it wasn't bad. They are a little bit heavier than your traditional head cover. So when you do put it on, it does take a little bit more time. And so actually when we were playing our round of golf, I had it on up until the first tee, and then I took driver out, took the head cover off, and I actually just stuck it in the cart for the rest of the time. Yeah. Just because I didn't want to, take that much time putting it on and off. It wasn't so much as it was hard. I didn't want to deal with, lining it up perfectly, being a perfectionist like I am.
That's something to be aware of.
But, I mean, it does the job really good. And, it could be something that you could get used to.
Yep. All right, there's our review of the J.E. Swingers head covers. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe.
Also, comment down below what head cover you'd like to see J.E. Swingers do next.